Welcome. We're going to do a couple examples of how we can do recursive common table expressions or recursive CTE using the actual structure of that using an Oracle database connection. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual structure of that and see how we put that together. As you can see right here, I have my my example right here with my with demo, and then I have field 2 as, and then I have my anchor query, union all, the recursive query, and select all from demo. So that's the basic structure we're working with. So the first thing we have right here is the declaration of the our CTE or common table expression. So demo, really creative name, again, give a good name for that. And then we have our alias field list enclosed in parens, then the as keyword so we can specify what we're talking about. And then we have our anchor query. This is the non-recursive part of the query that we're working with. And so it selects what we're going to automatically get to start off with that, just to get so we have our base data set that we're working with. And this can be as arbitrarily complex as we need for that anchor query, but it has no recursive selection to it. And then we have our union all statement, which is going to allow us to combine all those results together specifically with that. And then we get our recursive query. So I have a select and then field 2 from demo. Notice I'm referencing the CTE or the common table expression as my from clause right here. I'm referencing the table I just declared up above in my common table expression, and I'm getting my data from that. So that's where my recursion is happening. And then I have my where clause where I'm going to limit my results. So eventually in recursion, I know I want to stop this to happen. Now this field equals tested, totally not valid. There's no data source right here. This is just a demo example right here. But this is the idea of how the structure itself is put together. So I can do that. And then of course I'm just selecting everything from that demo for the end of that query. Let's go and collapse this down so we can see an actual result with this. So here we have an actual functional example of a recursive common table expression. So with demo num as, and I have select my anchor query 10 from dual, because when we're working with Oracle, we want to just do a blank selection. We use the dual table to grab that. Again, the union all operation so I can collect those results together. And then select and my recursive query where I'm doing num -1, the field I'm referencing inside my field list right there, -1 as total from demo where num is greater than 0. Again, I like using named queries right there. It makes life so much prettier for that. And then I'm going to select everything from that demo. So that's where I'm going to do that result with this. And so I'm going to go ahead and run this query right here. And you can see my num value right here. So I'm selecting num from that as total. And I have 1096. I have 109876543221, and as long as I go with that, if I didn't have that where clause, I'm going to have a recursion error. So I just comment this out right here really quick and comment it, command whack. I don't have a way to break my recursion right here, and I'll rerun this. And it produces a cycle with stop and avoid an infinite loop. Yeah, we have to make sure we have a good where clause to eventually stop that recursion. So it's your responsibility when you're working with recursive CTE to make sure you properly turn that off. And so that's in this case the where clause is where we do that. So I'm just to undo that query right there so I can have that happen. How to do a recursive common table expression using Oracle's database system. I hope this is helpful. Cheers, see you next time, and have a good day. Bye-bye.